Okay, so now we're back in here. Looking at our checklist, we want to do this one now. Oops. Select instruments based on days from 200 day high. So when we get the days since 200 day high, what does that look like? We'll go in here and look. So we're going to read in our data, blah, 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 gets the rolling 200 day high, days since 200 day high. Shit. Days since 200 day high. I'm not going to click on it, but line 40. Then this is what we want the output. Date symbol high, rolling 200 day high, days since 200 day high. And then we'll be using get this function, get current days since high. Get current days since high. Returns, yeah, we'll just return that last row. Tail on row 88. Dot tail 1, it's basically just getting the last row of everything. So we'll import get current days since high, and that will call calculate the thing. And I guess so you just read in your data source, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll tell cursor to do. Okay. At cursor, write code, select inst.py, call what's it called? Get current days since high. Call get current days since high from calc days from high. I'm trying to think, should we, I guess we'll just equal weight it if they're over a certain number of days. Yeah. Yeah, so this will be a separate file. Then we'll pull this into main once you're ready. We do have calc days from high and calcvola. Let me see in main how that was looking. Get current positions and get balance. Those are things we can do. Doesn't seem like we have a calculate weight in here. So, I could just shove it into the one function. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't seem like cursor is doing anything. It's a little concerning. Hang on. Now I'm gonna just add something in main.py. In main.py, add function calc weight populate with comment should calculate weight based on risk parity using rolling volatility. Okay, so cool, we're writing a new thing and we're changing main. What will be next? We'll have to go back to the positions and balancing. And we'll just import that. We're so close, man. Get balance. I think get balance does actually include our positions. Let's run it again. Cursor run get balance or whatever it's named. Return me the current balance and cool. We got 3 threads working. Except one of these doesn't have a reply, which is a little concerning. Oh, I take that back. Let's see what we got. New function, calc weights. And calc weights to main pi. Okay, let's view it. Should just be comments anyway, but I just want to put it in there. Cool, and it even put it kind of in the middle there, which was nice. Cool. It's a lot of comments, but yeah, I just wanted to have something in there so that I'm not confused later. And now that this is done, we can actually put, we can move ahead and put real stuff in main.py. Okay, it's got that. These other two are working. One is writing new code, one is just running something. So, yeah. Cursor in main.py, populate get balance and get balance. I don't know what it's actually called. And get positions functions with imports from the .py file and get balance. Okay, now select int says reply. This will be interesting. Let's view it in the web this time. So the chat looked okay. Here's the file. We have our data source. Get current days since last high. Then current days since last high less than max days. It defaults to 20, but you can read in other ones. Then you'll return selected, sorted by the days. It's a nice touch. And by, if you just run it, it will run a CSV. Cool, that's perfect, that's what we need. Boom, boom, boom. So, we added weights. Now, let's see what happens here. Historically, 100 shares of Apple. Are you fucking joking? This is hilarious. Okay. Located in red balance and positioned on Pi to understand their functionality. I didn't know I named them that, but we'll see. Now this, in this conversation, actually sounds correct. But, yeah, it's just so funny, the random bullshit it will invent. Okay. Yeah, I mean, good. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4.56. Okay. You little shit. Okay. Yeah. Gonna check the conversation here. Four lines of code change. That's beautiful. I love it. That's just Mwah. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. So, now let's see where we're at. I think, did we actually get volatility in there? I think we've gotten, we don't even have select insts in there. We just have get balance, get whatever. Yeah, so I think we want to bring in these new functions we've made. Okay, cursor. Populate main.py function. hang on. So, make a new file, calc days from high. Make a new file, select ints. Okay, populate main.py function. I don't even know what we have in there. I don't want to totally run it off the rails. I want to give it something almost, close to what we have. Calculate days from 200 day high. Calculate 200 day right. Select instrument by days from high. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Select instruments. ... with import from select ints.py. Good. Now start that. Now this the volatility one, I think I merged it, but I forgot what this actually was. So basically what this should be is, it's like inverse volatility, right? Inverse, you sum them, then you normalize. So lower volatility stuff gets higher weights, higher volatility gets lower weights. Now, so it doesn't actually do that. So, wait. That's in main.py, but did I do, calc vol, okay. Let's see. And we merged it. I forgot really looking closely at what this one does. So that logic is only that many lines. Okay. So it should be something like it makes log change. Okay. So gets the standard deviation, rolling, and then square root of 365. And we only need the last bit, so I don't know what the simple version is. Weird. Oh, not annualized. Yeah, so we don't even need that not annualized part. So what I'll do is cursor in main.py for calc weights calc. Basically what we'll do is for calculating the weights, we'll use our selected instruments and then that volatility thing. But first, we'll see if this brought it in correctly. Okay, so I don't really like how it's handling this. I'm gonna say, cursor, just use the imported code. Select instruments by days from I. I'm going to try something new, which is having two things working on main.py at the same time. So, yeah, at cursor in main.py for calculating weights, use code from import and call code from, hang on, did I actually put, yeah, so calculate just has comments right now. We've written select ints and we're trying to get that in there. And I think we wrote the vola calc. Yeah, okay, so basically main.py import and call code from calc vola. Okay. And this has 3 replies, so it's doing something. Okay, so we're importing calc vola. This may be confusing because I'm like writing the code in one thing, then importing it later, but I hope that makes sense. Write code, select ints, then right now we're trying to get it to actually populate select ints in there. Let's see what it did. Cool. It's actually doing what we intended. Okay. So there's that. Donezo. And this is just coming out with something. When it deletes the reply, I think that is what that means. Okay. So VPR. Only 32 lines, that's a good sign. Okay. I'm asking it to simplify because, you know, it's not that hard to calculate, and then we'll just select it down in another step. Yeah, we're close to bringing together select instruments in Calcavola. I think the weights thing, yeah, calc weights, it was just comments. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if Calcavola was actually doing that. Well, this is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna wait for this to finish up. Then we'll see what it comes up with, but then I'm going to pinch this one off, and then when we come back, basically, eventually we're gonna get to the point where we want to run this and actually see what weights it comes out with. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pause it and update in the next one.